It's like if like the Surgeon General like got stepped to by someone who sells essential oils. Or like you can cure coronavirus with garlic.
God
Like,
damn it. Nice callback.
hey.
Last time, after a light B&E into the Billows residence, the party continued northwards, with the druids to Fairbrook. Along the way, they met Professor Stanford Smith, a traveling salesman with a plethora of odds and ends. Moonshadow discovered a shiny bit of air which turned out to be a portal into somewhere unfamiliar. The arrival to Fairbrook was calm and welcoming. As the party was recollecting themselves, an alarm bell went off. What could be on the trail of our adventurers?
So as this stranger grabs you, he leads you across the deck and to the far west side and finds a staircase that goes up a tree. And he's like, "Hurry, come on!"
Yeah, I Walker and hustles up the tree as well.
You hear multiple animal cry sounds as you start up towards the building, the higher buildings.
As I'm climbing, can I look out and see if I see anything?
Make a perception check.
I'll roll on the table. That is a 19.
You don't see anything, but you can hear like guttural like arts and shit like that.
Oh shit.
And like different, more like, like bird sounds kind of feel a little bit warped. And a little bit scarier. But you can't see anything.
Perhaps we should hurry up. Come on, let's go.
Nazar, what's your AC?
My AC? Oh no. 13. Get fucked. Here we go.
Out of nowhere, it seems to drop from the canopy, and there's this black, massive animal thing that lands on top of you, just bites into your neck, and just goes. Dealing 10 points of piercing damage. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
That is a 19.
You make it. So
as a reaction, can I grab my what are my weapons? I haven't played in so long. I'm going to grab one of the hand axes off of my hip. So if it bit into my neck, I'm gonna grab a hand axe and turn and swing and try to hit it like in the rib cage.
Okay.
A 21 to hit.
That hits.
Dealing on the table. 7 points. Nope, that's a lie. 9 points of damage.
Okay. as you as this thing's biting into the side of your neck and your head, you reach up and you slam your hand axe into its torso, and it lets go of your neck, but its head twists in a really weird way, and its hollow gaze looks at where it was hit and then back at you, and you get a look at this creature. It has a skull for like a deer skull for the face.
No.
And huge
Not into this.
antlers.
No, Allison.
Hollow dark eyes with 2 pinpricks of red light.
No.
Huge long claws and a furry matted coat as it lumbers over you. This one's pretty big and is now on top of you.
Fuck.
I'm gonna position you guys. I would like everybody to roll for initiative.
There it is.
Including the ones that aren't there?
No, you guys don't know. No. Not Moonshadow or Loch, unless you want to. Unless you really want to. Because you're
12.
12?
Yeah.
Wait, Nazar?
12.
Stanford?
7.
Loch?
Hey, that's a gentleman's 3.
3.
Druzy?
10.
Can I have Moonshadow, Gilbert, and Roots roll? Moonshadow.
16.
Gilbert?
8.
Roots.
11.
Okay, so it is this creature's. The one on Nazar is going first. Does a 16 hit?
Me?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, it does.
Take 12 slashing damage on the first attack. Second attack misses. Moonshadow,
Yeah.
you hear a horn. You hear this like that sound I made earlier,
Yes.
and you see that Roots goes like wakes up from his pile of fucking rags. But what do you want to do?
I'm gonna be like, what is that noise? What is happening? And I'm gonna walk out the door.
Okay. That's your action.
Yep.
Nazar, your turn.
I'm gonna enter a rage.
Enter that rage.
So, I'm gonna roll my d8. Oh god, on the table. It's a 6. So, arcane energy taps into the minds of those around you. Each creature within 30 feet of you must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. Or you see a glimpse of the creature's thoughts, learning how it plans to attack you. As a result, the creature has disadvantage on attack rolls against you until the start of your next turn. My next turn.
So, this creature has disadvantage on you
Yes.
if I fail the saving throw. Yes. It fails.
Cool. What is it thinking?
It's hungry,
Cool.
and you look like a good meal.
That's cute. Love that. And then if these are 5 feet, so basically I get to know what everyone's thoughts are right now.
Do we just say what we're thinking?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just terrified out of my mind. I'm gonna get out of here. Like, ASAP.
Locke, the only sentence running through Locke's mind is not again, not again, not again, not again, not again.
Damn. Cool. Do I get to attack after entering a rage or no?
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
Okay, I'm gonna attack this thing that's attached to me. I'm gonna take that axe again and try to hit. Does a 10 hit? Probably
No.
not. Okay, that's all.
Okay. Druzy,
at all, or I'm just heading toward the staircase?
You all are on the staircase.
I'm gonna do a ray of frost.
Go for it. There is one in your sights right now. That's
Okay.
the one on Nazar. You guys can hear screaming and crying
I mean, I'm also...
elsewhere, but you only see one.
Does a 14 hit?
No.
Okay. Well, that's all I can do. But I can give Nazar a bardic inspiration. I can say, fuck it up, Dragon Boy.
Fuck it up, Dragon Boy.
What dice get Dragon add?
It's a D6.
A D6, thank you.
Roots Wayne! You have just woken up, and you hear Moonshadow ask you a question and race out.
I race out after her.
Bill's just on the floor.
That's your action. You get out there, and you know that there are creatures of the night that frequently attack Fairbrook. You know them to be Wendigos.
Okay.
And you figured that's what's going on right now.
I'm drunk as fuck.
Yeah, you're on the floor.
Yeah. So I hear the siren, I suppose.
Are you leaning against anything?
The floor. I can make my way outside and then fall right outside.
Professor Smith, you see one on Nazar, but then you see out of the corner of your eye that there's one about 25 feet away from you, eating somebody else right now.
Oh my god.
I don't like any of this. Can I cast suggestion on the one that's on Nazar?
You can certainly try.
They just have to make a wisdom saving throw.
They fail.
Dark.
I'm gonna tell them, hey, there's a really nice looking snack like 50 feet that way if you walk over there.
And as it's kind of over Nazar, it looks at you for a long time. You can feel those red eyes stare into your soul for a second, as it has blood dripping down the sides of its skull.
Oh my god.
And then it turns to the direction that you point and looks like it's going to start moving that way.
Good. And then I'm just gonna give bardic inspiration to the dragon as well.
Dope.
Damn.
I don't.
Is it also a D6?
Yeah. I think
Dope.
Lochran.
So you suggested on the one that's like on Nazar right now.
Yeah, I suggested for it to leave.
Okay. And then Allison,
Yeah.
how far away is the one that's just kind of munching on somebody else?
You can't see it.
I can't. Okay.
From where you're at.
So the
You could move.
no, I think do I know? Well, if I can't see it, then I can't move towards it, right?
Correct. But you can
Yeah.
hear. You can see like over the houses that you can see. Like you guys have a little bit of a vantage point, so you guys can see down into the market a little bit. You can see that there are two in the marketplace at stalls attacking people and eating stuff that are at stalls. So far you know that from your vantage point you can see 3 of them.
Can I get around? Can I get into range of the other ones? Because I move like 15 feet towards them. Would I be able to see one?
What is your range?
I can move 30 feet, and I have dark vision.
Okay. I have you at 30 feet. You can see one, and it's still about 20 feet away.
Perfect. First, as a bonus action, a gleaming sword is going to appear in the space next to it, and then take a swing at it. It's definitely a miss. And then have it make a wisdom save.
17.
And that passes. So, yeah, that's my turn.
So the one on Nazar steps away and kind of, its arched back kind of lumbers over to where you pointed, Professor Smith. And it walks right over you. Like, it brushes, this one brushes against you, Loch, as it goes to the center of the market. And some of the blood drips from its face onto yours.
Oh, God.
Not a fan of that.
But that's that one's turn. The one comes to you, Loch, and is going to make 2 attacks.
Okay.
Does a 15 hit?
No.
And another 15. So it tries to bite and then slash at you, and both of them miss. Moonshadow.
Yeah. Can I see any of them?
Yeah. Wait, do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Yeah, you can see people.
Okay. Like, I can see the things that are attacking people?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. I pull out my scimitars. I go up to the nearest one, and I'm gonna slash at him. Nope, that one didn't hit. It's a 19 to hit.
A hit.
That's gonna be 5 points of slashing damage.
Nazar.
I am going to... which one's closest to me now? Because the one that was on me... Left.
If you use your movement, you can get to the one that's on Loch.
Then I will go for that one. I am going to try to hit with the axe again. Ooh, on the table. 12 to hit. It's not gonna hit.
No.
Yeah, that's it. That's my turn.
Druzy.
Okay. I'm gonna try and shoot a ray of frost at the one on Loch, because I think that's the only one that I can see right now. Yeah, no, that absolutely does not hit.
Root flame.
I'm gonna use produce flame on one of them that I can see. 11.
Nope. Gilbert.
I'm crawling out of the moth cave.
Very high up.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna go, because I can't see them.
Correct.
So I have no idea what's going on. I'm just gonna go, hello? I could use some help. I'm gonna keep just crawling forward. Just tumble down some steps and kind of...
It goes this way.
Oh. Just kind of end right here.
Yeah, this guy, this townsfolk,
Yeah.
he's buggered off.
Okay.
He has left you guys.
So I just tumbled down some stairs.
Roll a d6.
A d6. 3.
Take 3 points of bludgeoning damage, and you tumbled down 10 feet of stairs.
Now this is combat.
Okay. Professor Smith?
Did I notice that Gilbert just asked for help?
Yeah. He's pretty loud and obnoxious.
Can I get up to him?
Yeah.
Am I close to him?
Yeah, you got up to him.
Alright, I'm gonna walk up to him and I'm gonna take a tonic out of my thing and I'll be like, here, this will help cure your hangover. And I douse it down his throat.
Hey, what does that do?
Nothing, it's just spicy. It's just a spicy beverage.
Oh god.
No actual medicinal benefit.
Just down a bottle of sriracha.
Oh, God. That seems like a thing you do. Lochran.
Okay, so first things first, I move my scourge. I use my bonus action to pull my glowing sword to me and attack the one that is right in front of me. There's a 19 hit.
That hits, finally.
Hey,
Oh, fuck yeah, max damage, 12 radiant damage, and then is it possible to get more than one of them in a 15-foot cone?
You would have to move.
Okay, and that would provoke, probably.
No, you're still within combat in melee, but you just have to push. Either you'd have to have like Nazar or Moonshadow. Most likely Moonshadow move out of your way.
And action to pull it, and then as my action, I'm going to. Who can I see? Because I can see Nazar. Can I see Gil and Moonshadow?
Moonshadow is now on your left, Nazar's on your right. Roots is 10 feet above you and slightly behind you.
Okay.
And Druzy is kind of further back. You can't see the Professor or Gilbert. You know they're there, but you can't see them. But now you have three. You have 3 Wendigos in your sight.
Okay. I concentrate and cast Bless on myself, Nazar, and Moonshadow.
You lose your... No, never mind, you don't. You told it to go eat somebody, by the way.
Oh, good.
So
Oh, it's not me.
It's eating a druid. Moonshadow, 1 is coming for you.
Good.
It fails.
Good.
And it fails again. As it tries to snap at you and claw at you, you kind of like hit it away with your scimitars. Loch, the one on you, 13.
Miss.
12.
Miss.
Okay.
Sentinel. Oh no, I don't hit.
Nazar. 17.
I'm gonna try to hit it, but I'm gonna switch to my
No, it's not
my
your
battle
no,
axe.
No, it's not your turn. I'm coming for you.
Oh, fuck! Let's go.
I'm coming for you.
Both
Lift me
attacks,
up. Let's go. What?
Both attacks hit with a 17 each.
Fuck.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, I'm gonna use Bardic Inspiration with it. Probably. On the table. Yeah, I'm gonna use one of my points of Bardic Inspiration. That is, well, I'll also use less just in case. That is a 17.
You succeed. And
Hooray.
you take 9 points of piercing and slashing damage. Roots. There's one right beneath you as you are flying 10 feet above it. It's gonna stand up on its hind legs and try to swipe at you.
Okay.
Natural 19.
Yeah.
8 slashing damage as it just reaches up and slaps you.
Hooray.
Yeah!
Hooray.
Hooray! Moonshadow.
How much points of damage was that for Roots again?
9.
Okay, thank you. Alright, it's my turn?
Yep.
Okay. As a bonus action, I'm gonna use Second Wind to get some health back. That's 10 points of healing. I'll try and hit him. That is an 18 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. That is 7 points of slashing damage. And I'm gonna action surge and do 2 more strikes.
Nice.
Yes, love a fighter. Yes, queen.
That is a 15 to hit.
Nope.
And 19 to hit.
That hits.
And that's another 9 points of slashing damage.
Nazar.
Alright, we're switching to the battle axe.
Fuck him up.
And I'm gonna use, well, we'll see what I roll first. Natural 20.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Double them dice.
And so with damage, I'm gonna use my other point of Bardic Inspiration.
Cool.
So that's gonna be, what is my 13? I'm a little tipsy, y'all.
That's
13. Fuck.
That's fine. Roots, Wayne.
Yes. My turn.
Your turn.
I'm gonna try to Moonbeam on the one I tried to attack before.
I didn't do double damage, Allison. I rolled a natural 20.
Oh yeah, give me your double damn.
I gotta roll again
Yeah, roll
for
it.
damage. But do I just roll the D8 or do I roll the Bardic Inspiration also? How's he look? Is he bloody?
I mean, he was bloody before.
He's not really bleeding. He's more like oozing black.
Nice.
So he's starting to feel it. He's taking a sizable chunk out of him. Here we go. Okay, so Nazar, that was your turn. Brute.
Yeehaw.
Brute. You moonbeamed? What's that do?
Creates a shaft of light.
Shaft of light.
So it's a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder, centered on a point, and he wanted to center it on that Wendigo that was beneath,
Yes.
close to him.
Can do.
On its turn, it has to make a Constitution saving.
Druzy,
How many can I see?
you can see 4 of them, but you have a clear shot with nobody in the way on 2 of them.
Okay, because I don't have a lot of offensive spells. Nazar, how hurt are you?
I'm pretty fucking hurt.
Okay, because I can reach you, I think.
Okay, cool. Cause yeah, I'm ouching.
Yeah, there's nobody on you, Druzy, so you're safe to move.
So I can move freely. I'm gonna shoot a ray of frost at whoever the closest one is. Nope, that's only a 9.
Nope.
But then I'm going to cast Healing Word on Nazar as a bonus action. And that'll be, 7 points of healing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Gilbert.
Okay, so I just drank a spicy drink.
Right there.
Where are the stairs at?
You have like one more step.
Okay, so I'm just gonna swivel around and just
Half speed.
Druzy, I am right behind you, just collapsed on the ground. What's going on?
Professor Smith, you can see 2.
I'm just gonna look at one, and I'm gonna shout some vicious mockery at it, like, "Get out of my face, you disgusting piece of filth!" Yes, wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. 15.
Yeah, he makes it.
It just bears its like already, flesh pulled back teeth and just it looks at you. It's like,
This is not what I wanted.
Loch.
I'm going to save the one that's in front of me. My glowy sword is gonna come take a schmacko at it.
Schmackle.
23 to hit.
Yeah.
Does another 11 radiant damage. And then I'm going to, again, my signature move, I'm going to go Supernova. Each one in a 30-foot radius from me needs to make a con save. Just the enemies.
That's a 7.
So they fail. They take, nice. 14. They all take an additional 17 points of radiant damage. So that's all of them in 30 feet. And any magical darkness is dispelled.
There's no magical darkness. And how much was that, you said?
17 radiant.
Oh, radiant?
Damn, level up.
There's my channel divinity for the day. I don't know. It's like when the doctor regenerates, that like golden like force field that comes out.
A couple of these blokes look really fucked up. As he just
I'm also fucked up.
Yes!
Me too.
Back to the top. The one is going to attack you twice. Loch. Natural 19 on its bite. And that's the slash misses. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, wait, you say that what was the first one?
Natural 19. Plus
Roll
5.
again. I give it disadvantage. My warding flare.
You can do that.
19.
Another 19.
No, this one's a total of 19.
So they both still hit.
The one still hits, but DC, make a Constitution saving throw.
Sentinel.
9.
Okay. Take 24 piercing damage.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck. Whoa.
That's piercing damage and necrotic damage mixed.
Okay.
What's your sentinel?
That is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
It's 4 slashing.
Okay, Moonshadow, you now have 2 of them on you.
Good.
The first, both attacks hit on the first one,
Okay.
and both attacks hit on the second one. Make 2 Constitution saving throws.
The natural 20 on the first one,
Okay.
and then a 15 on the second one.
Okay, you succeed both of them. But you take 22 points of damage from both those attacks.
Awesome.
Nazar, the one on you,
Bring it.
14.
Fuck. Yeah, it hits.
And then the next they both hit. Or both the attacks hit, so make a Constitution saving throw for me.
That is a 22.
You're fine. So 6, and now you take 16 points of damage.
I'm still up. Fuck with me. 1 point.
Roots, the one on you.
He has to make a con save.
Yeah, he does have to make a con save. And both attacks hit.
Yeah, it's save of these 13.
You just make it. Take 14 points of damage.
But that one that attacked him has to make a con save because of Moonbeam.
Yeah.
It fails.
Okay, so roll 2d10.
Sweet.
Takes 10 points of radiant damage.
Nice. Moonshadow, it's your turn. You've got 2 on you now.
Good. The one that I had started hitting, I'm gonna keep going on that one.
Awesome.
Yeah, that one doesn't hit. There's a natural 1.
Nope.
That's a 9.
Nope.
Good.
Nazar.
I'm ready.
Yes, we
Well,
Hit with that axe.
hit with that axe.
Got healing shit, man.
That is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Fuck yeah, it does.
1d8.
Healing.
I'd be casting it the second.
9 points of damage.
Or Roots Wayne.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Cure Wounds on myself. I got 5 health back.
Woo! Drusilla, your turn.
Okay. Ash, how many hit points do you have left?
1.
Okay. Sarah, how many do you have left?
I have 1.
So Ash, you actually get 9.
Okay.
I rolled the wrong die. And then Nazar, I'm gonna give you Bardic Inspiration again.
Okay.
You can use it on a save or an attack roll.
Lit. I'll probably need it on a death save.
Gilbert.
Find out.
I'm going to stand up and aggressively run at this one
Okay.
and punch it with disadvantage.
No.
Well, that's probably a 9.
Does not hit.
Yeah, it's a 9.
Yep.
And as a bonus action, let's try again. Yeah. That's an 18. But let's see if it misses. That's a 12.
Misses.
Excellent. Yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna lean up against that tree trunk though, so I'm not falling over.
Good idea. Professor Smith.
I'm gonna do the inverse of Druzy's turn, and I'm gonna heal Nazar. The healing word. 5 HP for you.
Thank you.
And then I'll give Bardic Inspiration to Moonshadow.
Thanks, Professor.
I'm gonna vomit on myself.
Lochran.
bonus action first. The one that's in front of me, take up my magical floating sword, is going to take a swing at it and get a 14.
Nope.
How many of them can I hit with a 15-foot cone? Can I hit the 3 in front of me?
Yeah.
Okay. So have them make a dex save.
One is a 12, a 13, and a 14.
Okay. So the 14 passes, the 12 and 13 fail.
Okay.
So the 2 that failed take 12 fire damage. The 1 that did takes 6 fire damage. Are any of them dead yet?
Hold on, I'm doing that. The 2 immediately in front of you both writhe in pain as they catch a flame and they like a horrible screech, and then they collapse and fall dead. The one that was under the Professor Smith's suggestion, he what do I have to make a wisdom? Can I make a wisdom saving throw?
On suggestion?
Yeah, if he took damage.
Oh, then he's out of it. If he takes damage, the suggestion ends.
Okay, suggestion ends then.
Mhm.
But you have killed 2 of the Wendigos.
There's 4 left.
Yeah.
Yes.
How many rounds of combat has it been?
About 4 or 5.
Okay, I'm just trying to keep up because after 10 I exit my rage.
Okay. Yeah, we haven't hit that yet.
Dope.
It is their turn. So the one on Nazar and Gilbert, it's going to make a bite attack at Gilbert. A dirty 20. Make a Constitution saving throw.
I have disadvantage on that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a natural 1.
Okay.
Gilbert, no.
Goodbye.
Gilbert.
And Nazar, that one misses you.
Yeah, it does, bitch. Back the fuck.
That's 13 points of piercing damage and 5 points of necrotic damage as it bites into you.
So 18.
Loch, the one that you barely just hit is coming for you.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Honestly, it might kill me.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
11.
12 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, so I'm down.
Loch's down. Moonshadow, the one on you. Natural 20.
Fuck. But I did Sentinel on his.
Yeah, I'll let you get Sentinel.
Yeah. It's over 20 to hit. So.
Yeah, you hit.
Great. That's 4 points slashing. Natural 20 will definitely hit.
Frick, since you're down, do I no longer have bless?
Yeah.
So
Maybe
take
not.
14 piercing damage, Ash, and make a Constitution saving throw.
That already took me out, so.
Okay, you're down.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would have been a 13 on the con save.
You're fine. Roots, the last one is coming to you.
Alright.
So let's put that con.
Both attacks hit.
We gotta do the con save because the moonbeam.
Oh, 12.
That fails.
Okay.
9 damage.
9 radiant.
Okay. Moonshadow, death saving throw.
Woo!
Oh, fuck.
That's a natural 19.
That's a success. Nazar,
Let's go.
you have 1 on you.
Let's go.
Come up, boy.
That is well, it's a natural 18. Is that going to hit by itself with an extra plus 5?
Yep,
23. That's math.
that definitely hits.
Dealing 10 damage.
How do you want to do it?
I'm just going to cut his little head off. I'm going to swing my axe and I want to take it clean off.
And it tumbles to the ground. Roots wane. Or you have fallen
Next
comrades.
one, Ami.
How many are left?
3.
Dope.
Yeah, I'm gonna draw my quarterstaff and try to attack the one that is in my moonbeam.
Yep.
17
To hit?
to hit.
Yep.
That's 2 damage.
Yeah, boy!
Well,
Gilbert.
Really good rating.
I'm gonna push past Nazar and attack the one that Lochran was fighting.
Okay.
Disadvantage swing. 8.
No.
Bonus action attack. That's a cock die. Natural 1.
No.
I am prone.
He falls.
Oh.
Professor Smith.
How many of us are down?
2. Lochran and Moonshadow.
Okay, I'm gonna protest healing word on Lochran. Alright, I'm gonna heal Lochran for... Oh, good. What a good roll. That's 4 HP for you. And then, what the heck? Lochran can have some bardic inspiration. Promise not to die.
Promise not to die.
Promise not. No promises. You can bring it up.
Oh shit! I did, Druzy. I did miss you. I'm sorry.
Moonshadow, you have 13 HP.
Beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Lochran.
Okay, so I come to and I consulted the Sage Advice Twitter, and my bless is gone, but my spiritual weapon remains because it's not a concentration spell. So the one that like just took me down,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a spiritual weapon attack on it. Okay, 21 to hit.
Yeah.
Nice. 12 radiant damage. Then I use half my movement to get up, and then I heal myself.
Back to the top. The one is gonna attack Moonshadow. Hits with its second attack. Dealing 6 slashing damage.
Okay.
Loch, the one on you, hits with 1 attack. That's 7 slashing damage. And Roots, the one on you.
I'm gonna use one of my flares to give it disadvantage on the one that hit.
And Sentinel.
It misses. Sentinel, go ahead.
It's a 22.
That hits.
8 slashing damage.
As the one attacks you and bites into your side, you come down and you slam the scimitar into behind the skull and pop it, and it just a spray of black ooze just smacks up into your face and part on Lochran, and it keels over and dies.
Oh,
Love it.
you.
Okay, Moonshadow, it's your turn.
Did the one on Roots do the con save?
Did he do? Oh, he has to do con save.
Yeah.
Succeeds.
That's a 12 to hit.
Yeah. Roots, I forgot to add your stuff up. You take 20 points of slashing damage. Or slashing and piercing damage.
Oh, I'm down.
Nice.
7 slashing damage from my first attack. Does an 11 hit?
No. Nazar. There's one.
Which
right
one is closest to me?
There's one right that was on Lochran, and that one that Gilbert punched.
I did not punch it. I
Try to
missed.
punch.
Okay, my question is, if I hit it with a 15-foot cone, is it gonna hit somebody else?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna just use my axe. We're not gonna use our breath weapon.
Good idea.
That, we're gonna use our bardic inspo. That is not gonna hit. That's an 11.
Does not hit.
Okay, it's my turn.
Roots Wayne.
Yeah, I'm down.
Make a death saving throw.
I failed.
Druzy.
I can see that Roots is down right from where I am.
He fell right in front of you.
Oh, perfect. I'm gonna give Roots Wayne 6 HP, and then I'm gonna take. Is there a Wendigo nearby?
Right in front of you. It's literally like 7 feet away.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and stab it, I guess.
Go for it.
Nope, I did not stab it.
You certainly tried.
I did not stab it. But I have revived several people. And that's all I've done today. I have done 0 damage.
Hey,
Yeah.
me too. I'm gonna
Alright.
push through Lochran and Moonshadow and try to punch this one. Natural 1 again.
You know.
So I'm gonna face plant and then just try to swing at it again. That's gonna miss with.
All right, I'm gonna throw some vicious mockery at another one.
Oh, hell yeah.
So it needs to do a wisdom saving throw.
It fails.
Good. So it's gonna take 2 damage.
What do you say to it?
I say, your mother was a pineapple. It also has disadvantage on its next attack roll.
Okay. Oh, good to know. It's very confused. Lachlan.
So there is one light. So the one that is Nazar engaged with a Wendigo?
It's literally half the group is on one and half the group is on the other.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
So the one that's closest to me, bonus action, my magical light sword. So 12 plus 6, so 18 to hit.
That hits.
Does 7 radiant damage. 14 does not hit.
Correct.
Alright, so there's a firebolt gone.
Back to the top. The one on Druzy now is going to attack with disadvantage. And it misses its first attack. Alright, it misses the second one as well. The one on you, on the other group, but it's going for Lachlan because he just recently stabbed it. It's not a dumb creature.
Okay, well, then
An 11 or 16 to hit.
that misses.
So Sentinel on whichever one was not attacking, that was close to me and not attacking. That was a dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
That is 4 damage. And now my turn.
I got the 2 down.
14 to hit.
Nope.
And then a 15 to hit.
Nope. Nazar.
Let's go with the wait, can I hit any of them with my breath weapon yet?
No, not without hitting other people.
Okay. 12.
Nope.
Oh, that's my turn.
Sorry, bro.
That's okay.
Yeah. I'm summon my flame sword.
Summon that sword.
Yeah, and I'm gonna attack the one closest to me.
Do it.
Alright.
You have 2 throwing
I
swords.
think his is
Oh, it's 18. But
That hits.
Yeah, that's it. That's
okay,
15.
that's 15 damage.
Fire damage.
Fire damage.
How do you want to do it?
nice.
The heart.
You stab it in the heart, and it's like it goes in. You hear the ooze going like sizzling, and its coat just erupts in flame, and it does a massive amount of damage.
Got him.
There is one left. Druzy.
Is the one that's left the one that's by me, or is it the one that's over there?
Over there.
Can I still get to it?
Yeah, you guys can literally surround it if you want,
Okay.
because that's what's
Right.
gearing up to being.
I'm gonna step over my body. I'm prone.
Okay. So 17 hits.
Yes.
Nice. I get to do damage. 9 piercing damage.
Hell yeah. Gilbert.
I'm gonna stumble up out of the pool of my own vomit and try to attack this thing. Maybe get one hit. One. Oh, nope, that's an 8.
How?
Fuck it. I'll use a moxie point and get 2 more attacks.
There we go.
That might hit. 16 to
That
hit.
just hits.
Oh, excellent. 9 bludgeoning damage.
And it kind of goes, ow!
Fucking
And then last attack. Come on, baby. 11.
Nope.
And I fall prone again.
And you fall prone again. Professor Smith.
More vicious mockery. Here we go.
You're standing at the back of the fray, kind of just like, ah! It fails.
Cool. It's gonna take 2 damage.
2?
2 damage.
What do you say?
I'm just gonna say, you're ugly, please die.
Lachlan.
The magical sword. Yeah, that 25 to hit.
How do you want to do it?
Oh, fuck yeah. Hey, I might not do it, actually. It's only 4 or 5 radiant damage.
How do you want to do it?
Oh, okay. So like I see Gilbert like fucking rocked its dome, and then as it's like recovering from its like psychic damage, the sword just like comes down and like skewers it into like the ground, like from the top, like in between its antlers, and like forces its head into the planks.
Oof. And you do that, and it's this sharp cracking noise. The last Wendigo passes.
Ugh.
Having successfully eliminated the Wendigo problem, you are now left standing in the center, or just outside the market center of Fairbrook. During the entire commotion, it seemed that nobody exited there. As you guys kind of recollect yourself and survey the damage, you see that at least 7, maybe 8 people, other than, you know, that were civilians, had perished and were half eaten or ripped apart. So the deck is terribly disgusting right now.
Are the other people, like, these people obviously dead? Like, there's no survivors out here?
Correct.
Okay. I mean, I mean, Loch would just start, like, basically going person to person, double checking.
There's a person down here.
Roots calls out for Robin. Is Robin okay?
Yeah, he did not follow you guys out.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, so before I go check on other bodies, as I'm, like, walking away, I slap Gilbert and do a lesser restoration on him. So if he was poisoned, he's no longer poisoned.
Ew.
Thank you.
Allison, what book are you looking at for?
It's Taverns and Tankers that I bought at C2E2.
Oh, okay.
I remember that.
Yeah, because I don't know. I was just wondering, because these are some advanced drunkenness rules.
Yeah, it has a nifty little chart and a bunch about drinks and what each Constitution DC is for a certain type of drink and how those stack. And since he drank like half a bottle of rum and then failed the Constitution check, he gained like 8 levels of drunkenness out of 10.
Jeez.
Love that. Love that. I am going to start ordering, like, placing the bodies in an orderly fashion and picking through all the pockets as I go.
Oh,
I want to pick your pockets too.
Okay, make investigation checks.
Jesus Christ, I can see it.
30-20.
I got a 5.
Everybody's got them.
You just get covered kind of in blood, Moonshadow, as you're looking for stuff. Nazar, you find nothing of material gain, but there's lots of herbs and like bits of chalk and sand and stuff like that.
Nice.
A couple of arcane focuses.
Ooh. Hold on.
Get out of here, Charlie.
I got chalk. I got herbs. I got sand. What kind of focuses do I got?
They seem to be, various types of, like, small stones or necklaces, like stone necklaces, kind of stuff like that.
Wow.
Very nature-based things. A couple of them, like a feather tied together with some twine.
I'm gonna leave those.
Okay.
I don't know if that's me talking or what, or the alcohol. I'll leave them.
I don't know, Nazar's a
But the
pirate,
sand
but
is
he's not
all
like...
mine.
He's not a heathen. He's a pirate.
That's right. The
He's a
sand
pirate,
is
but he's
all
not
mine,
like
though.
a monster.
He's not a monster. He's a dragon.
Exactly.
So, you manage to do that, but no one seems to come out still after several minutes. And it seems that you guys are left to your own devices.
I like...
Yeah, so you guys are left in the silence of the forest at night with these dead bodies of 6 Wendigo and about 8 civilians.
Yeah. Loch would start, like, getting them, like, the civilians, like, kind of, like, cleaning their, like, wounds off and kind of getting them, like, be like, in a row. So that way, like, so that way, like, whenever the people come out to see them, they've been tended to as far as I can without, I feel like, stepping on druidic traditions.
You do have access to a place to sleep tonight. It's going to be crowded.
And dirty.
But...
Yeah.
Are we sleeping on the floor of Roots Wayne's rag-strewn living room?
Pretty much.
Alright, I'm down.
Slumber party that is.
You can try to find where Mikael or other members of the council live.
No,
I want to go find Patrick.
You have not seen Patrick since you guys went to the cottage.
Oh.
Can I try to find him?
I'm gonna say no because you've been away from him from over half a day now.
Oh shit! Never mind.
Okay, so you all effectively stumble your way in varying degrees into Roots Wayne's house, and on one of the pile of rags you see a younger Eldrin boy, like whittling a stick, and just kind of looks at you, and he goes, and he waves back, and he goes, "Oh, good, you survived. Where did you hide?"
We killed them all.
Okay.
No, like, really, like, look at my hand.
That's it. Look at my face.
Look at his face.
I drop one of the heads at his feet.
Make an intimidation check.
Can we call our grin busy?
He kind of goes, "Oh, okay. Well, that's unprecedented."
What are those things?
They're Wendigo.
Have I ever heard of those?
Probably not.
Nah, no, I don't think so.
No, because they're kind of even though this is not that far away from Tanbutte, you weren't really traveling.
So, are they, like, evil monsters? Because they look just plain nasty.
Yeah, they kind of are. I mean, it's rumored, I'm surprised you've never heard of one, but it's rumored that they are created out of people who are just... There's 2 different tales. There's one that somebody eats somebody's actual flesh, like a human, and gets, like, as a cannibal and, like, eats it all up and then goes under this horrible transformation and turns into this monster thing that is driven solely by greed and hunger, or it's the same thing, but it can be with any type of greed. and hunger.
Mm.
But I think it's just if you eat human flesh, like that's why it's taboo.
Oh yeah, that's a good game.
That's disgusting.
Okay, so you can effectively have a long rest tonight.
Oh,
No.
Time to
Thank you. Thank you, Mama.
You're fucked up.
Huh?
Yeah, you're less fucked up now.
Yeah.
So the next morning, you wake up fairly later than expected, but I would say it's probably about maybe 10:30, 11 o'clock the next morning. Roots is sprawled out in the middle of his living room with a piece of cloth hanging out of his mouth and occasionally snoring and nibbling on it a little bit more. I'll wake up a little bit stiff, having sat and slept in weird positions all night and just kind of dealing with the carnage of the night before. Not a sound sleep, but still asleep nonetheless. It seems peaceful again in the forest as you listen.
everyone, I'd like to apologize for my behavior last night. I feel like I was not much help in a situation that I did not understand because of my condition. I think I may start to believe that I have a problem.
Thank you, Gil.
Gil, I've been telling you have a drinking problem for 18 years.
Right, but I think now I've seen firsthand what it could do.
Oh, well,
It's a selfish motivation, and I appreciate.
I am proud of you, but I did have like a whole speech ready.
I mean, well, I did not say that I would stop drinking. Didn't say that. I will continue to drink, but just not in times when crisis might come. So like probably instead of 8 out of 8 times, 7 out of 8 times.
All right, small steps. Small steps.
A step, yes.
I respect your choice, man.
Did you know that he was a doctor? He's also a doctor.
Loch just leaves.
As you do leave Loch, and you enter the new day, you come out and you can see it seems as if it's business as usual. You can see that there are some stains, like from this view. You can still see some stains on the deck, but the bodies have been taken away, and it seems like the day has been cleared up.
Is Mikhail like the big druid here, or is there like another like bigger druid?
All you know, you guys haven't asked around, but all you know for a fact is that Mikhail is the leader of the shepherd's sons.
Okay, so I would be looking for Mikhail.
Okay.
Or Tensula or Gorwin. One of the three that were like the triumvirate of the ones that we came with.
As you kind of start make an investigation check.
Okay. 21.
Okay, easy enough. As you begin to descend one of the stairways, you hear a scratching on bark, and then a slide, and then right alongside you, there's this guy. You hear this guy goes, "Excuse me, are you one of the people that came in with the shepherd's sons?"
Yes.
And as you kind of get startled by this, there is an elven man in bark. I was gonna say bark in armor, basically, and it's comes down to his bridge of his nose and back of his head, and he is sitting on a mount. So he's perpendicular, he's sideways on this tree, on this giant cat-like creature that is digging in with its clothes, and it has like a weird mount kind of thing. I'm trying to find a picture. Sorry.
He-Man's like battle cat.
Yeah.
Not exactly, but it's essentially like, from what you can tell, it's like crouched up against the wood right now with its claws in. It is it's two-toed. It has two toes on each of its paws with really big claws and a long cougar-like tail and kind of pointed ears that are leaning back as it has its own bark and armor on it with little tufts of white hair that kind of go up on top of its head.
Got a mohawk.
A little bit, yeah. Not like a mohawk, but like tufty.
Liberty spikes.
No. But it's... If this cat stood, like, right next to you, it would be like 7 foot... Like, the guy's butt would be like 7 feet high off the ground.
Jesus.
That's not including its headspace. It stands like 8 foot tall.
Jeez.
But it's very slender and muscular. And this guy is still sitting, like, in his seat. He's sitting sideways looking at you, like, looking down.
So like, I'm like, this might as well happen too. It's like, they say, like, yes, I arrived yesterday with the shepherd's sons. I'm looking for Mikael, Tensula, or Gerwin.
Are the others up?
They're in Roots Wayne's moth cave, I think is what he calls it.
Yeah. Great. He kind of rolls his eyes.
I like shrug, like, like, what are you gonna do?
He's slowly becoming the village pariah. The town lady.
Every town's got some weirdos.
It's like, oh, jeez, fucking Roots Wayne.
You name your character Roots Wayne, you're gonna get joked on. Fucking addict. He's essentially like the town crack addict.
Jesus.
He's just fucking stealing people's clothes. People are like, God damn it! Breaking in, taking my shit.
Pictures all the
boogeyman story.
Nulo.
He's just laying in his house eating clothes.
Yeah, I just noticed there's no fucking furniture.
You can't afford furniture. You keep buying and stealing clothes.
When your socks go missing, it's because Roots Wayne is eating them. That's where every matching sock is.
You get home and switch on the lights. He's crawled up in the corner chewing on your socks. He's like, I thought you'd be out longer.
This is awkward.
This is awkward.
Yeah, so were they looking for us? Is someone looking for us? I know that I was hoping to speak with someone about the attack last night.
Yeah. The council would like to speak with you all, if possible.
With all of us?
Preferably. Better than repeating ourselves.
That's fair. If you'll point me to where we need to go, I can go rouse the others.
And he kind of like, he leans down a little bit closer to you as he's like kind of hanging out of his seat. And he points directly up and he goes, the council hall is where you would want to go. It is all the way at the top of Fairbrook. And then you can get up there by either the stairs around Fairbrook, or one of the various stairs.
All right. Thank you. And I like bow because I think that's what I'm supposed to do. And I say I'll go fetch the others.
Very well. And he goes, hey! And he hits like a stern kick on a cat, and he goes, Rah! And it just rockets straight up the tree. And you can see that there are claw marks into the tree, but it doesn't. They don't seem like they seem to close up behind.
But yeah, so I go back kind of into the moth cave, and I'm like we've been summoned to the council hall. I think we're either going to get a medal or in a lot of trouble.
Okay, I got this. And I stand up and start wiping my face again.
Yeah,
Trying
I
to get
guess.
all the shit off.
I've been sort of applying a damp cloth to my face to ease the hangover. Just come over me. I'm just gonna tie it like a bandana around my head. It's like, yeah, let's
Oh my god.
get it done.
You're like Christopher Melioni in Wet Hot American Summer.
Yeah.
So you manage to rouse yourselves and make your way. Which way are you going? You're just going upstairs?
Yeah. If whichever way is like the most obvious way.
It's just various staircases. They all kind of tend to go up and out. It's like make an investigate. Pick somebody to lead the investigation.
I have +9. And do I have the help action?
Yeah.
I would help because I was walking around.
Not great. 18.
So you take a little bit, but it seems pretty logistical on how they built it. And you can kind of see how some staircases go off to certain trees, and like this walkway goes here, this way, and within about 10 minutes of actually climbing up a shit ton of stairs, you manage to make it up to a platform and there seems to be somebody in the same kind of barken armor standing there, and it looks to be like the same position of like what the lift systems are, except a little bit smaller. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I mean, if I was kind of taking the like.
You're the one who knows where we're going, so.
Yeah, so I approach him and like, I was another one of your someone dressed like you on a big cat thing said that those of us who arrived with the shepherd's sons were wanted in the council hall.
Yes, Captain Hellman told me that you guys were coming. Here we go. And he gives like a really sharp whistle, and then all of a sudden, from above, you see a platform come down from the leaves.
Mm-hmm.
They pass on through leaves, and then comes down and clicks, much like the ones you rode when you got up here. And he gestures for you to get on.
Fancy.
Yeah, hop on.
Y'all hop on. He goes up, or you go up, and you are lifted past the leaves, and you all kind of get ready to, like when you walk through like a thorn bush or something, you kind of brace for that, but you pass through an illusion.
Oh.
And you enter into the center of a large, like a medium circular council chamber. And directly in front of you, some of you are turned the opposite way, but there is a semicircle of 5 people. And they're sitting in chairs woven from like twigs and stuff. You know how like when they do that, they do that for gardening and stuff. It's like a druid crafted chairs. And at the center is Mikael. It's like Mikael, Tensula, Gorwin, and several other people. And then at the very edge is Patrick, standing at attention. It is a relief to see that you are all alive. Are you all okay?
Oh.
Gilbert is in some sort of state, but that's his own fault, not the fault of the Wendigos.
Yeah, as for them, I am I'm perfectly fine. I'm just recovering from a little drink sesh.
Is there anything I can offer to express my gratitude for exterminating these terrible beasts?
We were getting ready to head to Seabridge after this, so if you would know any way of how we could cross the river between here and there, that would be great.
I'd like gold. Gold would be nice.
I would like some sort of interesting alcoholic beverage.
Yeah, well, I couldn't. Sorry.
I kind of like half whisper to Roots. And I'm like, or should we like maybe feign humility and ask for nothing?
Nah, man, snacks are important.
Roots is a weirdo.
Is the way of my people. We don't acquire much gold or things of that nature. I could ask Councilwoman Zumelius to confer with Fan Sormi to see if she could give you a blessing. I can offer you a hero's feast.
Ooh.
Or, and I can definitely supply you boats, since we do have access to the rivers here.
Now, when he says blessing, he means like a blessing, not like a blessing of wealth or money or something.
Or like magical items.
And
Or cool weapons.
You can insight check that.
Or
I'm gonna insight it.
gold.
Or gold, after he just said he doesn't acquire gold.
That is a 19.
He means something of more divine nature.
A well-wishing.
Hell yeah.
I will take the blessing. This sounds like a very nice, wonderful thing for you to offer. Thank you very much.
It's the least we can do. Normally, it is a slaughter. 8 is no number to shirk at, but the numbers, had you not fought, could have been far worse.
If you believe that Hero's Feast would assist in boosting the morale of this town, then we would be honored to celebrate in the removal of these Wendigos along with your people.
I have a question. I actually have 2 questions. One of them is more important. I'll just go on with it. Where do these things come from?
Well, if you've never heard of the ancient rumors of Wendigo.
We were told last night or early this morning, but I just don't know if like what calls them. Why here? Is there...
Well, we live in a very special forest here. Stop it! Stop it! Stop scratching my rug.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Cats, man.
Damn tree scalers. They have 2 toes. What calls... With the place here we call home is a very interesting type of tree that offers abundance and comfort. We live in a forest of Grenwell trees, and it is where such abundance and health and life prosper. It is a beacon to things that are evil and hungry, desperate and destitute.
That answers it. My second question is of a more curious nature. I go from my back pocket and I take out and I present the blue stone. And I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna have it in my palm, and I'm gonna say, "What is this? I found it in a cave. We were fighting a couple of bugs, and I've just done some looking at it, but I'm not sure what it is or why I found it or what it does. And seeing as everyone's a bit more into magic as I am, and you certainly seem like you know what you're doing in terms of the natural magic. You don't have to prove nothing to me anymore. I kind of want to know what's going on here.
May I take it?
Sure.
Oh my gosh. You see as this look of utter astonishment and reverence to this object as he holds it, looking it over. You found this where?
Well, we were in the fields near Tanbutte. And we had fallen. There was an Ankeg burrow, and it was in a narrow tunnel, wedged in the dirt somewhere.
This stone is very rare. This is a relic of a past life. This is called a sister stone.
Alright.
I do not have the capabilities of identifying what properties this one has, but it is rumored that they offer many gifts to those that bear it. Very strong magical powers of deflecting and protecting its carrier. And it is said to be the remnants of one of the 5 sisters that fought the god almost. He struck them down in their prime when they were just trying to help those that they created, their children. And this stone, I don't know what properties it gives you, but it belongs to the flesh of one of the 5 sisters. I do not know what kind of properties it grants you.
Would I be able to, because I kind of have attuned to it?
You know that you're resistant against fire damage when you carry it.
I will express that to him.
Okay.
If that helps any. Fire burns less when I'm with the stone.
Then, my friend, you have a bit of Ailish with you. She is the mother of fire and destruction and power and tenacity. She was the first sister and the last sister.
Oh. Then maybe I should find a better spot in my back pocket to carry it.
I'd highly recommend that. People will kill for that. People have been searching a millennia for it.
I see.
Thank you for showing the trust that you have in us by sharing this.
So then that means there are 4 more.
Possibly. Lost to the world. There's been rumors of some floating here and there, but it is rare. And rumors are just rumors.
I think the existence of one proves the existence of all.
No wonder why you were so easily killing Wendigos.
Well, I wasn't. They did all the work there. I kind of just rolled around in my own. Well, that's not appropriate for now, but
Let us feast together, my new friends and allies. Let us go to the gathering hall. And with that, he motions for the other council members to stand, and he touches the tree that you guys are standing around, and you are instantly teleported down
Oh, yeah.
to the gathering hall.
Hell yeah.
It seems to be full, and as you're there, people seem joyous to see you. And one of the other council members brings forth a chalice and sets it down in front of Mikhail. And he does a hand motion and begins a prayer in a language in Elvish. From the tables around shoots forth a plethora of food of a giant hero's feast for everyone to enjoy. As you guys sit, you sit amongst a table with the council, and you guys, if there's anything you want to know or talk with them about, or if anyone else has questions.
Yes, I want to talk to Mikhail about when I fell through the thing, the sheer curtain, and the gargantuan woman that I saw. I want to ask him about her.
Oh.
And if he has heard any stories about things like that happening, or if he knows who that is.
There's rumor that sometimes that the veil between our world and other planes of existence is permeable. So perhaps you slip through a crack?
Okay.
So who did you see?
I remember reading something about her in relation to Elior, but she had these very purple robes on, almond skin, her hair was white, and she had this fabric over her eyes. She spoke in a different language that I did not understand. She was a very big woman. I was a little bit afraid of her.
Well, and as soon as Mikhail starts to talk, another woman that you haven't heard her speak yet. You've heard kind of other snippets come here and there from council members, but this woman, she's a very dark-featured elf, but fair-skinned, and she goes, "It is purple robes are only of Omos.
Okay.
However, the giant woman is sounds like a god. But they are dead to us if they worship Omos."
Okay. Okay. And then I tell them about her touching the different graves. Or touching the grave.
Mikhail kind of just sits back in his chair and is pondering what you're saying. Tansula, she sits up and she goes, Councilwoman Fair is right in the fact that those that are devoted to Omos wear the purple adornments. But if what was her disposition?
She was not malicious in any way.
I doubt it, but perhaps maybe you have met one of the guardians of Elior?
Okay.
I don't know. Elior's beacon went out long ago.
All right. Thank you very much.
Of course. Out of these, as you guys talk more, you come to know that the colder elven woman is known as Councilwoman Olivara Erfur. If you want me to spell things, I can spell things.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Because I'm just going to give you this. It's a little bit of an info dump. So this counts Alavara. Last name Erfir.
Okay.
She's an elven woman. There is Councilwoman Selenia Zunilis. She is a short-haired gnome. You know Mikael, Tansula, and Gorwin. But from what you guys recall, there was another seat that was empty up in the in the council chambers. Gorwin sits forward. So, what modes of travel do you wish for? Because we can give you your horses back, your wagon, of course.
Yes.
I don't know. Would you want boats or tree scalers?
Boats.
What are tree scalers?
They're large. They don't do as well out on land and mass land, but they are fast and they can jump fairly far.
We want boats.
They are the two-toed cats that most of our guard ride upon.
My only issue, I prefer boats, but my issue is how do we carry those boats across?
Boats.
We have a river beneath us.
Oh my gosh, I feel stupid.
There's rivers. As you recall, you were in a drunken stupor.
You're right.
But there are several tributaries that lead off, assumingly to Basin Lake.
It's a great excuse for forgetting anything.
Moonshadow saw those, right? When she was walking around, she looked down, she saw rivers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would we be able to take our horses on these boats? Because once we're off the water, we'll need transportation again.
No, they're just canoes, but
Okay.
we can send them with you with some extra supplies in fair trade with the horses.
I like this.
Can a tree scaler swim?
They do not have a swim speed, but their base movement speed is 70 feet per round.
Damn.
And 30 feet climb speed on top of that.
Jeez.
They also get pack tactics.
Oh fuck.
Oh shit.
Guys, we might just have to go tree scaling.
Nazar is firm on wanting the boat.
But boats don't have pack tactics.
But a boat can't help us fight Wendigos.
How about we just put a boat and a tree scaler in a ring together, and whoever wins the fight is the one who wins.
It's like this tree scaler just bats at it like a cat with a pencil.
Cut back to
something.
5 minutes later, the tree scaler's unconscious and the boat's just on top of the tree scaler. He's like, well, shit.
Well, fuck. Okay, I guess we're taking the boat with us.
That's a tough call.
That's up to you guys.
I need to keep my wagon.
Yeah, Professor, you're free to do whatever you want.
Yeah, I don't think my wagon's fitting on a boat, and I don't think a tree scaler is going to get attached to my wagon, so I'm going to take a wagon and a horse to be A-okay.
Because we still need to get, over, the main river that, bisects...
They are also much taller than a horse.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm feeling tree scaler.
Yes, I want a cat.
Boat is discreet.
That is also true.
So we're heading
Boat
to
is
Seabridge,
quiet.
right?
Yes. From
Okay.
what I heard, you guys are going to Seabridge.
Yes.
If that has changed, I don't know.
I don't. If I'm being honest, I think a boat is the better call.
To get to Seabridge?
Yeah.
Scalers are much more badass.
Yeah, but boats are more discreet.
And I'll be honest, if they catch wind of me riding into town on a tree scaler, that's
I think, yeah.
All right.
I think Nazar is right.
He's beaming.
Okay, I have a question for Gorwin, though.
Yes.
How easy is it to handle the tree scalers?
You have
Like,
to. We'd have to spend an afternoon teaching them command words. They know most of them already from working with the guard, but sometimes they don't take to new owners.
Okay.
But they are trainable
So,
and highly intelligent.
how many tree scalers are you offering versus how many boats?
Well, 2 people can fit on a tree scaler. Nazar would probably have to have his own. So 1, 2, about 3.
Yeah.
Are you guys going
tree
trees?
scalers to...
versus how many boats?
You can fit 3 people per canoe, but Nazar would be 2 people, essentially 2 people. So you would still have the same amount of boats.
I'm boats all the way. I mean, don't get me wrong. Tree scaler sounds badass. But
If we're talking about being low profile, then I suppose boat makes sense.
Yeah, boat makes a lot more sense. If this was a higher fantasy, this is like out of character. Like, if this is a higher fantasy campaign, hell yeah, tree scaler all the way. But like,
So,
I mean, out of character, I would love the tree scaler, but in character, I gotta be a boat boy.
yeah,
That's true. You are a
so
boat boy.
I propose we take 2 boats and 1 tree scaler. They're offering us 3 of each.
But
I say we
The
take
only
2
thing
and
is, if we take a tree scaler, we're still getting rid of our discreetness, which is the whole point of taking the boats.
you also have to consider the care and upkeep of a tree scaler.
Ooh.
yeah.
So a boat is what you got. Boats are what you guys are looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Is there? I'm sure. Would you guys want to take any time in the market? Maybe see some of our other wares.
yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't get
Yeah.
I didn't get really time to look at it. I'd like to see what you have.
Possibly meet with Iris. She could probably give you some good deals on stuff. We do trade, but I'm sure many folks would be willing to lessen barters.
Do you have books?
I'm sure at one of the stalls somebody does.
I'm looking for books maybe in Draconic, maybe about Dragonborn. Knowledge in general.
I don't know who would have it particularly. I mean, my sister would, but she's not here at the moment.
Fuck. Not with you. Just, I am a bit frustrated.
I want to know who your sister is and where she is, and if she's on the council as well.
She is Vanya, Pursuin. She's my younger sister. Highly talented at her gifts. She has a unique ability that most of us druids aren't great with, but she has an uncanny ability to balance with decay, make sure that she keeps things alive or helps things die with peace. She's a very quiet woman. She's currently on a solo mission to a forest that has been reporting, or a town, the forest around a small little town that's been reporting of rapid decay called Gallowwood down south. I don't expect to see her back for a long time, but I'm sure she'd be more than willing to part with her collection. She took most of it with her when she went there.
All right. We can add.
I mean, if you could send her, I do have something I'd like to give her if you wouldn't mind, if you are going that way.
At this point, if it's small and it fits in a backpack, we might as well. We really have no home right now.
Roots has a home right now.
You're more than
Roots'
welcome.
home is just piles of rags and a sign that says the Moth Cave.
When I bring you the boats, I'll bring you the package as well, if you can take that to her. So, you now have the freedom to roam the market if you wish.
Yes, I'm going to go look for catnip.
Catnip.
Shopping.
Come on, bird time.
You manage. I'm just gonna kind of go through this, unless people want to RP it. Okay.
Nah.
Just go for it.
So you manage to talk around, and you find that the main, special thing that Mikael was talking about was the Grenwell trees. Which is what this grove is, and which is the main thing that this place exports. You've managed to find a place that is selling herbs and spices. Some of it are Grenwell roots, which you learn have minor psychedelic properties.
Ooh.
I'm also going to say, once I'm all said and done with what you want, I'm going to say what kind of things that, the equivalent cost in gold would be, and you can mark it down. So you managed to find that. You managed to find catnip. It's pretty plentiful because it's a wild herb. So lots of wild, any wild herb that you would find in anywhere, you would pretty much find. So if you want that kind of stuff, you find one of the stalls is selling fried Grenwell leaves, or dipped Grenwell leaves, and you learn that they're just a good snack to have and can temporarily relieve anxiety. That there is a local smithy that will turn the bark of this tree into armor. If you go to her house, she is said to have a decent supply of varying sizes.
I'm heading there.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
heading right there.
Me too. Need new armor.
Okay. So you guys are going to you learn her name is Kesivonu. So you are going there. I will get to these in a moment. You also I'm gonna say that the professor and the doctor are probably interested in meeting Iris. She is a dryad medicine woman, and she harvests the fruit from the Grenwell trees. And there's two types of fruit that bear on the trees. One male, one female. Yeah.
There it goes.
The green Grenwell fruit is a very fibrous and stringy. It's more stringy than it's like spaghetti squash, but soft like a banana. It's very dry but has a sweet taste. It can be made into various textiles and ropes. So this is probably what Roots eats a lot all the time. This is a staple of his diet. Then there is tan Grenwell, which is the female fruit. It's juicy and it has lots of seeds. It kind of looks like a pomegranate, but tan. The seeds can be ground into pastes and flours. It has a mild numbing agent to it, so it can be used as a topical numbing, or in that. The juice has minor healing properties when prepared correctly, and is often part of a daily prayer rituals. It tastes like a mild pomegranate. So you can acquire all of those things in varying degrees. Just let me know how much you want of it, if any at all. If there's anything specific you're looking for, people are very accommodating, and they're like, within minutes you find Kessie's house, and she is a halfling woman who is like in her home with a wooden vice grip, bending bits of bark at the moment. Can I help you?
Yeah, we heard that you were capable of making some armor out of bark.
Yeah, I can. Shit, where did I put that? Sorry, looking for my poker. And you can see she pulls it out of a fireplace, and she's like, and she just puts it through, like, making holes into the armor side. What kind of armor? Is specific size, style?
Well, I'm a stout kind of guy.
I can see that.
Yeah, it's a perfect height. And
tell me about it.
Yeah, I'm more of a close range kind of guy. Not looking for anything heavy. Preferably something light.
Well, it's all light. It's bark.
Yeah, but I guess light. You know, like how studded leather is, where it's light, but it's got those bit of points for a little extra. Something like that.
Let me see. You need kind of small. And she kind of like looks you over really quickly, and then like pulls up your arm and looks at it, and she goes, "Okay. Do you want something closed or here? Where would you?"
Actually, some bracers would be pretty, like some arm stuff.
Okay.
Would be pretty cool.
I think I can. Okay. So she kind of goes and she pulls together, and it seems like it's kind of like the Lego set of armor. So you can kind of buy a full like plate armor. Yeah. But it's like varying degrees of different thicknesses of.
Oh, cool.
Of bark and with different design. It's mostly just tanned wood grain.
So is this all? It's no matter what it is, it's considered light armor.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
Oh shit.
But she's like, but there is a point where it will just break because it is wood.
It's wood. Yeah.
But it's more like it's more along the lines of splint armor.
Sure.
Like that. Yeah. It has the same kind of versatility as splint armor does.
I gotcha.
So,
well, yeah, I mean, it's the upper body that sees the most
action.
Action.
Yeah. To get hit below the belt, but you never know.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are we looking for here? I would say, if she fits you out, and like it's kind of for you, it would be shoulders, upper arm, lower arm, with a slight like cover over the elbows, and then like it's they're not solid. It's held together with like what the hempen rope kind of stuff. Yeah. So it's the same material from the green fruit, but it's held together that way. But it's very loose.
Oh, cool.
But there is area to get through and up under. It would probably work as the same as like I don't know. What's your dex?
My dex is +1, but I have iron chin, so as long as I'm wearing light armor, I can use my con modifier additionally.
Okay. I would say it's like splint, but it has the same effect as scale mail.
Oh shit.
No, because I have to go into Tanbutte soon, so could you do like 25 gold?
Absolutely.
Okay. What would you guys? Would you guys want anything? I could probably.
How much would you like?
Can I? It'd be about 35 gold.
All right, I'll give her the 35.
Anybody else?
Me and a shield.
Yeah.
Would she be able to either a better shield or something, or get me up to like either like chainmail or
If you
something?
can you use medium armor?
Yeah.
You can get the same kind of setup as Nazar,
Mm-hmm.
and that would bump you up to chainmail.
Okay.
And then that would be it. She doesn't have any. She specializes in armor, not.
Yeah,
shield.
that's plenty. Because really, like in character, like looking to like up the like lining of my coat, almost like my old coat. Because it's like like 200 years old. Like get it like reinforced like in the back, kind of stuff.
That would be a custom job.
Or just like something that I can wear under it.
Yeah, you can wear it under it, but it does look more like they're a little bit older people, so it's a little bit more medieval.
I'm into it.
It's a little bit older. It's don't lie. I mean, it's streamlined. It's not like chunky. It's not chunky. It's fitting.
That's fine. Just got like a girdle for my back.
Like you literally can wear it under your clothes and you'd be okay.
And how much is that going to cost?
The same as Nazar's. Okay, is there anything else? Anything else I can do for you guys?
No, thank you. This is great.
Of course.
And then I want to go to the medicine woman too.
Iris.
Yeah.
Yeah, you make it. Hello. How may I help you today?
I'm looking for something that I can give to my compatriots in when we run into trouble. Some non-magical healing, essentially.
Okay. And as you kind of look at her, she's very almost purpley complexion. But she's not drow. She's a dryad.
Yeah.
So she's very, very much nature. But she kind of has an endowment of flowery leaves and stuff on her body. And she kind of looks around and she goes, I have a lot of purified Grenwell fruit juice that could probably do just what that, if you'd want.
Can I get? Oh, sorry.
How many jugs would you want?
You yelled at me for like
how many? Like, out of character, like trying to make like health potions.
Each jug, which would be like a small barrel kind of thing, or like moonshine jugs. That's kind of what she got. One of those has about 4 things of potions. It is like potion of healing.
How much does a potion of healing do again? It's just 1d4. I'll go ahead and get 2 of those. Or how much is 1, and then we'll go from there.
1 is 150.
Oh boy.
So 2 would be 300.
Let's go with 1.
Okay, 150. Perhaps I can offer some Grenwell grain. It's a bit cheaper, but it's only a D4 of healing.
Thank you. But I'll just stick with the 1 jug.
Okay.
How much does the Grenwell grain cost?
For about £1, because it's very common. About 50 gold.
About 50 gold. Would I get a discount if I bought that in bulk?
Depends on how much you would like.
Like if I got like 20 pounds.
So 50. So that'd be 200. I would say I would give it to you for 150 for 20 pounds.
All right, I can take that.
There you go. You now have to carry around 20 pounds to your cart.
I have a wagon now. I have a wagon in the cart to go to.
You're like, whatever, I don't give a shit.
That's he broke the system. He broke the carrying capacity system.
Hey man, it rocks to be a guest artist.
Yeah.
He gets all sorts of bells and whistles.
I sure do. Can I get some psychedelic herbs? Not from here, but you said there were psychedelic herbs to be had.
Yeah, there are psychedelic herbs.
Yeah.
You can find the roots. It's about 10 gold per use. But they last the trip lasts a long time as you learn through the talking about it.
Okay.
So however much you wanted that.
New arbor.
Did you say 10 gold per root or whatever per herb?
Yep. Like per pouch.
I'll take like 5 pouches, I guess.
Awesome. 50. Is there anything else you find folk would like?
I want catnip.
You got it already.
How much was it?
It didn't cost anything. It's a common herb.
$10,000.
Good.
I'd say you can acquire a pound of catnip.
A quarter pound?
Quarter pound.
A pound! So as you guys finish up your little shopping excursion, you head towards the main lifts out of town and get lowered, and Gorwin is standing at the banks of one of the creeks, and he motions to you and waves, and he's like, I have your boats if you're ready.
Think so.
During the shopping trip, I went and said goodbye to Snagglehorse.
Okay.
And said that he's my beautiful horse son, and that he can redeem himself by doing good in the world for his many horse war crimes.
I shotgunned a beer with Budweiser.
I'm like,
I finally named my horse, and now I have to leave here.
Yeah, I kiss Snagglehorse goodbye.
It bites you.
Classic Snagglehorse.
So, as you guys are kind of standing there, you notice that there are no boats in the water.
No. We've been had.
But Goran reaches into his or removes the shoulder, or the messenger bag he has, and he offers it over to whomever will take it.
I'll take it.
And so he does, and he goes, that goes to my sister. She's somewhere in Gallowwood.
I immediately give it to Druzy.
I got it.
Much appreciation. Gorwin reaches into his pocket, and he extends his hand, and there's 3 little squares sitting in the palm of his hand.
Yeah!
These
Magic ball? I'll hold my hands out like cupped.
Huh?
I'm gonna hold out my hands cupped.
He puts them gently into your hand.
Mm-hmm.
They are folding boats.
Oh, yes.
Yes!
You can use them to walk. You once you're done riding them in the water, you can use an action to or speak a command word, and you can walk away with it in your pocket.
Oh, that's dope.
Hell yeah.
Do I just put them in the water, or do I use word to make them boat?
Typically it's both, but have at it however way you wish.
I immediately throw them into the water and say, "Be boat!"
They all turn into boats.
Oh,
That's freaking
Great, now
insane.
the command word is be-boat.
Write it down, write it down.
Be-boat.
Be boats. Cowboy B-boats.
Cowboy B-boats.
At this point, Professor Stanford Smith says, "It was a pleasure meeting all of you, but at this point I think we'll have to part ways. Can I interest any of you in a tonic or elixir before I make my way out?"
Yep, right here.
Sure thing. What are you looking for?
What did you say you had? Can you run through your list again?
All right, we got, serpent sweat, serpent oil, sweat, pixie spit, and jelly cube. Just
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back with my boy Jelly Cube.
Jelly cube?
Yeah.
That's the one that doesn't do anything.
I don't know that.
I'll take another thing of the serpent stuff.
Yeah, I'll take some serpent oil too.
All right. That'll be 10 gold per tonic.
Do I not get the discount because I was an employee?
The 10 gold is the discount.
How much is a Jelly Cube?
Thank you. It was nice meeting all of you.
How much healing does the serpent oil do, Max?
You'll find out.
I don't think
there was like
he just did a healing word on Moonshine. Moonshadow.
God damn it, Frank! You were doing so well.
I really
You'll
was.
find out.
I'm going to ask the professor if he's ever been to EMTA and that he should make his way up there because they would really like his stuff.
All right, I'll take it in mind. I'll be sure to go there next then.
And let them know that you know me. They know who I am up there.
And with that, as you guys climb into your boats, Professor Stanford Smith buggies off into the distance. And you all climb into your boats and push off downriver.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to check us out on all your favorite social media platforms at Ghostlight Dice. Special thanks to John Claudy for our theme, Wide Open Chaparral.